Whiplash.
Yes, sir.
You know, I've been impressed with your shooting over the years. And you first came on, when did you start Cowboy Fast Draw?
January of 2015.
2015, boy. And it didn't take you long, because I think the first time I ever really noticed you was in about 2017.
Actually, 2016, I won my first buckle.
Your first buckle?
Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma. And when you say you won a buckle, what place did you take?
I took first.
You took first place.
I took first place.
After shooting 1 year,
Yes.
you won the Oklahoma State Championship in 2016. Wow, that's amazing. Now that's a story to tell right there.
Well, I had some really good teachers whenever I started into it. I shoot with the Big Thicket Bushwhackers.
Yeah.
There's
Gentleman
a lot
George
of Gentleman George.
He's a kick, isn't he?
And there's some great people in that group, and that's who I started shooting with. So if I wanted to do anything, I had to get good quick.
Yeah, well, you had no choice.
Had no choice.
You got pretty good pretty quick to win the Oklahoma State after shooting 1 year. That's amazing, boy. And you know, that's happened before in your club, just recently, didn't it?
Right, yes.
With Joby Wales.
Yeah, it did.
He won it all with
He won it all in that 1
He
year.
won fastest gun alive and top gun of the year, and the Oklahoma State, I know that. Well, we kind of tied.
Yep.
We won't get into that one.
I remember that one.
I'll bet you do. But so what else have you won? What other matches have you won since then?
I've won the Territorial up in South Dakota, Colorado State, 2 of them for Louisiana State, and Texas State.
Wow. You won about a half a dozen of these things.
Yes, sir.
That's really good, because I tell you, these are hard to win, aren't they?
Oh, yes, sir. There's always the top competitors. You know, when they show up here to get on the line, everything changes.
It does, doesn't it?
We'll sit out here and we'll joke and have a good time, but once you step on the line, they get serious.
Absolutely, it does, and it's kind of like this mindset you have to get into.
Oh yeah, you have to.
And you're not really thinking about your opponent. You're aware they're there because it just increases your adrenaline.
Mm-hmm.
But the ultimate enemy is always that target, isn't it?
In a manner of speaking, it is, but to me, the ultimate enemy is right here.
That's right.
You get in your own head, and that causes you more problems than anything else.
This sport is 90% plus mental.
Oh, yes.
You know, after you've drawn a gun, and I just had a guy call me the other day. He said, you know, I got into this sport. You told me it'd take me 50,000 rounds to really get the hang of it. Mm-hmm. And I thought you were crazy. He says, I'm at 50,000 rounds now, and I'm telling you, you're not crazy.
Yeah. It takes no time at all to learn, but it takes forever to get it mastered.
Well, and I don't know you can never master it, because you can never be accurate enough, and you can never be quite fast enough.
Right.
There's always that balance, and that's going to change.
It does. It'll change from day to day.
It does. Well, you know, this sport is a lot like golf in a way, in that you'll see these guys come on and they got there, like, you know, Tiger wins, you know, like a whole bunch of tournaments when he gets in. Then he started trying to get what he thought mastering the sport, and he didn't win one.
Back to losing.
Years. He's just working on his game. So even like a great sportsman like that, it comes and it goes.
It does.
It goes.
And the thing is, here, it can change from one round to the next.
Tell me about it, man. We all been there.
Yep.
And it's just, if your barrel is off just 1 degree, you're going to miss that target.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, that's.
And you know, it's aggravating to get on the line and miss, but it's your fault.
Well, that's right.
It's your fault. You know, it doesn't matter whether you shoot 3s or 7s. You get on the line, you put your best shot up there, and that's all you can do.
Well, you know, at fastest gun alive last year, I went up, you know, we were in the second day of competition. We go up, see the lane assignments, and You know who Whitlock is, right?
Right, yeah.
He's our current national champion at the time we're doing this interview. This is one of the fastest men in our game. He shoots multiple low threes, one
Right.
after another. When he's on, there's hardly anyone that can touch him. There's a few, very few. And I watched him, and he sees who he draws, and the man almost had a meltdown. He going, "Oh my God," you know, and he just telling me all these things. Oh. And I said, "Well, what's the matter? Who the heck did you draw?" He said, "I drew Mongo."
Yeah.
he was scared to death.
Oh, I know the feeling. We have an older gentleman, Mudcat, in our club.
Oh yeah, Mudcat. Yeah.
And Mudcat has given me more X's than anybody in the country. And he shoots in the 7s.
Yes.
But he doesn't miss, you know.
Yes.
When you're trying, with me, when I'm trying to go fast, my accuracy falls off. And I'm going to go fast. And he just sits there and just one after another. And like I said, he has given me more X's than anyone in the country.
Oh man, hitting the target. You know, speed is fine, accuracy is final, according to Wyatt Earp.
Well, and I agree with that, but you got to find the mixture of both of them.
That's right.
You've got to be able to put both of them together to really start to excel in this sport. My opinion. You know, you can sit there, anybody or about anybody can point and aim and hit the target.
Yes.
You know, and that's fine for some people, but then if you really want to start moving ahead, you've got to be able to speed up a little. And to me, that's what everybody should strive for, is to be able to get a little better, accuracy-wise and speed-wise.
Oh, it's all about the combination of speed and accuracy.
Yep.
You know, I've had people say, the name of the game is Fast Draw. No, the name of that game was in 1955. You put your trigger finger on a button.
Right.
And the moment you moved, the timer would start, and when you fired just a small blank, the timer would go off on sound. And that was Fast Draw. There was no targets.
Right. Accuracy wasn't an issue.
And then there's been different levels of the sport of Fast Draw since the 1950s into the 60s, 70s. This is Cowboy Fast Draw. This is different. This is the combination between speed and accuracy.
And that's the way this sport is.
Yes.
You know, for this organization, this group, it's got to be the accuracy and speed. You've got to have both of them. You've got to have that mixture right there that you're the best at for you. You know, and it's for each individual is different.
Absolutely.
And one person's accuracy may be really good all the time, but their speed's not quite there. Another one got the speed, but can't hit the target all the time. So it's different for each individual, but you got to find that mix.
Sometimes
you know,
you just have that day wherever you're hitting those shots, it's all subconscious on a different level, and it's just you can't miss. And boy, those are the times that
I love them. I love them.
Isn't it?
Yeah, and then there's the next day that you can't find the target.
Oh, I know. But hey, pleasure talking to you, Mo.
I've enjoyed it.